Mary Webb, a short story collection. An introduction. Mary Gladys Meredith was born on the 25th of March 1881 at Leighton Lodge in the village of Leighton, near Shrewsbury in Shropshire. Mary was homeschooled by her father before being sent to a finishing school in Southport in 1895. Her long walks in the countryside helped her develop a heightened sense of observation and description of both people and places, which later infused both her poetry and prose. When she was 20, she developed symptoms of Graves' disease, a thyroid disorder that caused bulging, protuberant eyes and throat goiter. This caused lifelong ill health and was a possible contributor to her early death. Mary was first published as a teenager when her brother sent to a local newspaper her poem on a recent rail accident. Mary, who was in the habit of destroying her work, was appalled, though placated when she discovered that it had received some positive appreciation in readers' letters. 1912 brought marriage to Henry Bertram Law Webb, a teacher. He supported her literary work, which in 1917 resulted in the publication of her novel, The Golden Arrow. A few years later, they acquired a property in London, where it was hoped recognition of her literary talents would be more easily recognised. Her 1924 novel, Precious Bane, won the Prix Femina Vie Heureuse, the prestigious French literary prize awarded by an all-female jury. Most of her poetry and various other works were only published after her death. By 1927, her health was deteriorating and her marriage failing. Mary Webb died on the 8th of October 1927 at St Leonards-on-Sea, East Sussex. She was 46.
The Prize by Mary Webb. 1. The vicarage lawn, bright green in the August sunshine, with beds of golden violas, had been galvanised into frantic gaiety by the incursion of the entire village. It was the great day of the year in Cherrington Magna, for the school treat and the festival of the local club had been rolled into one enormous revel. A tea, a dance, and races were included in the programme. Tea was over, and, with the lusty country scorn of digestion which prevails at such festivals, everybody was now prepared to run races. Their faces shone with pleasure, hope of useful prizes and honest yellow soap. They were of the good but unemotional type, produced by preoccupation with the material side of life, and they had the touch of harshness which comes from absorption in petty worries. The women's dresses, of homely stuffs, in neutral or primary colours, made dark or brilliant patches on the green grass. Apart from the rest, in deepest black, stood a tall, rather harsh-featured woman, who seemed to have about her something of the atmosphere of the pariah. She leaned against the churchyard wall in the purple shadow of the yew tree, which spread its flat, dark masses over the daisied lawn from the dank enclosure of the churchyard, and she had the look of a creature at bay, sullen and inexpressive. She was of the age that corresponds to the apple tree's time of hard green fruit, halfway between maturity and middle age. She had the spare angularity and weathered complexion of all field workers, yet although she had no beauty, she was, in a curious subtle way, arresting. She had the air of remoteness that some people always take with them, so that their lives seem to move to a different rhythm from the lives around them, and one surprises in their eyes an impassioned secrecy, and feels in their presence the magnetism of great things forever unrevealed. She stood, fronting a little crowd. "I'll run for pig," she said. "What?" cried Mrs. Parton of the shop, roundly. "Do you mean to tell me, Selina Stoners, you're going to run for a pig, and your lawful husband lying by lonesome over the churchyard wall?" A slight flicker of emotion lit Selina's face, and passed. It might have been anger, or scorn, or even mirth.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?